Hello, and welcome to Dispatch. So, a bit more of my coverage of Steam Next Fest for June 2025. This one looked interesting. It kind of caught my eye at the, I think it was a PC Gaming Show conference. But it's basically, you are acting as the dispatch officer at a police station. But there's a twist, right? Obviously, it's not any ordinary police station. Basically, instead of dispatching police officers and organising all the nearby police cars and that to get to the scene as quick as they can and doing all that, you're organising superheroes. It's basically, imagine if you're the dispatch officer for the Avengers, the legally distinct Avengers. And you've basically got the core concept of this game then. I'm not entirely certain what the gameplay is going to look like. I've only seen like a little trailer of it, but it was interesting enough to get me to have a look. So I'm interested to see what a game like that would be like. So we're going to give it a go and see what it's got in store. We're playing as Robert, born superhero formerly known as Mecha Man. We lost our mech suit in battle and were recruited to join SDN, the Superhero Dispatch Network, as a dispatcher. Robert has just arrived for his first day at SDN.
We're not the highest profile branch in the network, but we've got what makes the real difference. Great people. Some of them aren't even people, and they're still great. One of the 3 copiers on this floor. Fax, scan, does literally everything. Documentation, one of the 3 Ds at SDN. There tends to be a healthy amount of paperwork. I used to call it triple Ds, but I was informed that had a different connotation.
3 Ds?
Dispatching, documentation, diversity is the 3rd. Not in terms of priority, of course. Yep, we're all about diversity. Lana works in the mailroom, from a different galaxy altogether. And then there's Galen, way back there, born with super hearing. He's from, I want to say...
Florida.
Florida, of course. Florida man over there. Hey, easy on the bath salts.
That was one guy. Hey, speaking of bath, where is the,
Oh, need a bio break?
Excuse me?
Restroom. I mean, it's right over there. Sorry. At work, I tend to get a little
Corny.
corporate, Dick. Meet me in the records room when you're done. If you get lost, look for the door that says records room.
Bruh, I almost went in my pants. Hey, you this Robert people talking about? What's up, brother? My auntie named me Roy, but people call me Roy. All right. Good to meet you, bruh.
Likewise. So Royd, like steroid?
Huh? Hell no, brother. No, cuz. Listen. It's you other guys here that go by the name Roy. So I think it's like, we go scrap, we go ground, I boss you up, and then, you got Roy. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I think.
I might need to find the subtitles options.
Hey, you think that's why they call me Roy? Like I'm on steroids? Cause they think I'm some kind of a juice head? They think I'm not natty, bro? They think Roy's not natty.
Man, I have no idea. I just, look, I'm just trying to wash my
You
hands.
brought it up, brother.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry I did that.
Whatever. I no care.
Nokia is probably best. Nice meeting you, Royd, even if it was while we were both holding our dicks.
You one funny bugger. Mecha man.
Okay, so I was worried about your unwashed hand, but now I'm worried that everyone here knows who I am.
Nah, brother, it's Kapu. Need to know basis and Roy need to know. I don't want to come pick up your soup or fix them for the SDN.
Cool. You gonna wash before you do that?
Nah, bro, I never touch nothing. Just touch my pants and underwear only. Even for shake, I just do like this.
Can you show me again? I don't think I got it.
Holy shit, who's this freckle-faced fuck? How are you?
That's an aggressive way to greet someone.
Look at this skinny latte prick. Your bones, kid. You here to whip these assholes into shape or what?
That's the idea.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Why you all tense? What? It's a hug, not a hand job. Lighten up.
Be that as it may, I'm still confused.
Oh, right, because I'm old as shit. How about this? This jog your memory?
Trackstar? Holy shit!
Yeah, you fucker. Why are you accepting hugs from old men you don't know? Oh, and hey, they call me Chase around here, so keep it, you know.
Sure, right. Yeah, Chase.
It's been what, 10, 15 years?
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, I reached out to this little pissant when his dad passed. Then he got to ducking me like he owed me money.
I was in a weird place.
I understand, kid. It was tough on all of us, so I can't imagine what you went through.
Yeah, so what's up? You gonna tell me why you look like Black Einstein?
Sorry. I never noticed.
Fucker. It's the powers. I can move 50 times faster than the average person, but I didn't realize until it was too late. And I was aging 50 times faster when I used my powers. Nowadays, I'm moving slower than frozen piss to keep the old ticker from popping on me.
I had no idea. I'm so sorry, Chase.
Hey, if I feel another ounce of pity from you, I will run you over in a parking lot and say it was an accident. They'll believe me because it looks like I'm wearing diapers.
So I guess this means you're the one person I can't complain to about losing my suit.
You better not. I would resurrect and re-kill your fucking father in front of you if it meant being able to use my powers again.
Jesus, Chase.
Wow.
What? Obviously, I'd let Robert have one last I love you before I extinguished the light from his eyes.
Was he always like this?
Yes, actually.
We joke, we laugh, we suppress our trauma. All right, enough of this feeling shit. Let's introduce you to your team of losers. Now, if I'm being honest, I thought and still think we should have canned these tunas months ago.
And you might get your wish. Because if we don't see improvements soon, the whole program will be scrapped.
Cool. No pressure.
Okay, right, well. I'll be honest, I thought that was... I was beginning to think that the game is just going to be one giant cutscene. I'm like, do I talk during the cutscene? No, I can't really. You know? But I get the feeling it's going to be very much like that. I'm very much liking the presentation. Like, this doesn't feel like a half-assed, janky demo. I mentioned that it kind of caught my eye in the conferences that have been got advertised, but it's kind of shot up to in the top few on the Steam Next Fest within the first day or so. And I'm guessing this is probably why. Again, just very good presentation. Right, reveal your hero.
Sonar here was a Harvard graduate who
Will not shut the fuck up about being a Harvard graduate, like all Harvard graduates.
who also orchestrated some of the most effective Silicon Valley investment frauds in U.S. history.
Also, sometimes he transforms into a fucking bat monster that would eat you ass first after he emptied your pension plan.
Okay, so he's an intellectual hybrid from San Francisco. And he has the power of turning into a giant-ass bat. And he's probably the guy that we saw kind of rocking at the beginning. Embezzlement, extortion, drug possession, forgery, fraud, money laundering, perjury, cyberbullying, monster graph. So normally he's quite intelligent, a bit in charisma. But when he turns into a monster, he's just all about being an absolute tank. Well, just absolute roller, isn't he? Then we go to
Flambe. He
Controls the fire and the flame, and his skin does not burn.
Right, you met him. Didn't you ever run in with him years back?
I did. Yeah.
So you know he's a certifiable dickhead.
And he's also 6'4". Jesus Christ. Is that one of his superpowers as well? And he's all about combat and a bit in mobility, right.
Invisigal, who you met. Turned herself in a few months ago and entered the program on the condition we didn't ask questions.
That's a little suspicious, no?
Suspicious? Really? Of a criminal that turns invisible and doesn't like to answer questions? What tipped you off, Sherlock?
Assault, larceny, and robbery. Oh, this guy as well. What were his crimes? Arson, obviously, yep. Assault and vandalism. So he probably beat a guy up and set the house on fire. Something on
Here
those
we
lines.
have coupe, which I recently learned is a French ballet term that means to cut, hence the knives.
That's very clever.
Yeah, but it sounds dumb to say, so everybody calls her Coop. She was an assassin for the mob, then went independent.
Aggravated assault, extortion, first-degree murder, kidnapping, stalking. Intellect, mobility, and a bit on combat, but a bit squishy and not very talkative. Also, what were her? What was she? She's like a decent all-rounder in combat, but not very smart or talkative. Right? Okay.
Punch up.
Carnival strongman who made a deal with a sorceress. She gave him the strength of 10 men. His muscles grew, but his body shrunk.
He's got all the charming brains of a greasy bowling ball.
You know, I was thinking now, oh, battery, parole violation, public intoxication. Alright, so he got in a bar brawl probably. Hey, it doesn't seem that bad. Second degree murder. He's 3'3". He's a midget. That's why he's... Okay. Flyweight. A flyweight brawler. So he's actually really tough, but he's not that strong because he's tiny. That is really funny. He's got superhuman strength, but only for a 3'3" human.
Malevola. Terrifying. She's got a magic sword, and she creates portals that allow her to teleport.
Somehow she's still late for every fucking meeting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does it on purpose.
Oh, more murder. Charisma and combat. So he's basically a dwarf. She's like a weird demon murdering person. Right, what we got here?
That's Golem. He is a construct.
A construct?
Yeah. Bunch of dirt and mud made sentient with magic. I think he's lonely.
I wouldn't have expected him to be as charismatic as that. I would have expected him to be like a 1. But for him to be like super high on vigor and a decent bit of combat strength. 7'7", he's enormous. Like, he goes off the chart on the little thing here. Aiding and abetting, disturbing the police, vandalism. Like, he's not really done that much. We've got...
Michigan born and raised. Her power is weird. She weaponizes light rays or some shit. A lot of this stuff is a guess.
Why does she dress like a pop star?
She's actually super talented.
So, assault, drug possession, DUI, tax evasion. Combat and charisma. Again, compared to others, that's not that bad. You know, a lot of the others have like killed a guy. She just punched a guy. Right. Interesting, and they're all they're charismatic and they've got a decent bit of combat skill. But squishy and not very mobile.
Wait, so the Z team, my team, their Phoenix program?
That is correct.
Your own motley crew of dangerous fuck-ups.
We're not looking for miracles. But we'd love one if we could get it. Can you show him his desk?
Sure. What's that arm squeeze about?
You want one? Here.
Fuck off. This is you. Pretty sparse, but feel free to decorate.
This computer's older than you look. Wait, so we're doing this? I haven't even met the team yet.
We did the slideshow.
First of all, that wasn't a slideshow.
Look, we like to start slow. Most people don't make it past the first dispatch. And this is better for everybody's safety.
What do you mean, safety?
You'll be fine. And this here is our little slice of the Southland. Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers?
Me.
Exactly. Now put your headset on and introduce yourself to these pricks.
Hey, team. This is your dispatcher, Robert Robertson. I'm starting my first shift.
Tell me that's not your real fucking
Stuttering,
name.
bitch! You can't be this shook on your first day. Come on.
Can we clear the channel, please? There's a lot of overlapping on this.
I saw him in his underwear.
Who? Roberto son?
I saw him in his underwear.
He packing much?
Oh, but he's got a lot of bruises, which I'm into.
Again, please clear the channel.
Oh, get it, your email.
Shut the fuck up. Let me remind you, these calls are fucking recorded for training fucking purposes. So keep the fucking line clear before we send your stupid fucking asses back to whatever fucking cell we pulled your stupid fucking asses out of. Alright?
Okay, I'm very much into this. Right, what have we got? In dispatch, your job is to respond to various calls from subscribers within the city of Torrance by sending heroes from your team. Your heroes will display strengths and weaknesses in the following categories. Yep, we've seen that. When receiving a call, you will be provided with key information to assist you in sending the best heroes for the job. Climb a 40-foot tall tree to retrieve a red balloon. Don't make the child cry. My son's balloon is stuck in a tree. Can you send someone?
My son's balloon is stuck in a tree. Can you send someone?
Right, so we want someone who is probably mobile and charismatic. Coupe is mobile, but will definitely make him make the child cry most likely. Prism won't make the child cry, but good luck getting the balloon. Though Gollum doesn't have much in the mobility stat, he is over 7 foot tall. Mind you, it's up a 40-foot tall tree, so we'd need more Gollums to be like stood on top of each other or something. Malevola might be not awful. She has some charisma and mobility. I mean, it's higher than 1, but none of them are really charismatic and mobile. Maybe Malevola is the best option. Yeah, we should send the midget to go up the tree, shouldn't we? he just gets here, looks up. Nope. Oh right, who we got? Sonar might be alright. I mean, you can turn into a big bat and go for it, but let's try Malevola. What have we got here?
Mr. Vanderstank is requesting a hero for a very important event.
Who's this Vanderstink guy?
Willem Vanderstank, certified genius. Literally, he has a certificate.
You aren't a genius if you need a piece of paper that
I'm a
says you're a
charismatic
genius.
person.
You're just jealous.
Oh,
This guy
dear.
rules.
There we go. Someone that will make us look good.
Headed that way now.
A wannabe pop star should do that.
I'll take Wednesday.
Tuesday. Dibs on Monday.
What are you guys talking about?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
Don't forget to retrieve your heroes to review their performance. They won't be sent out again until you do.
Cool. Can I go home now?
Right. They retrieved the balloon.
Ah! Oh my god! My bidet is spraying shit everywhere!
Fix the caller's malfunctioning bidet. Hang on. Oh, this doesn't require anyone. Start hacking. Oh dear. There's a hacking minigame. Uh-oh. WASD to move your hacking avatar. Build path. Ah. Okay. Weird random hacking minigame, but sure. Let's review how they went.
What's this guy even famous for? Seemed like a loser to me.
Laugh all you want. Someday, my subconscious will live on in a chip, and your subconscious will be dead. Cringe.
Right, new one here.
Get these idiots out of my bar before they destroy it. And don't send the flaming asshole.
Do you know
Don't
who
send
we saw in the bar
Flambe.
last night? Mecha Man.
And he kicked Flambe's ass. Okay. That little shit did not kick my ass.
You did, though.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
No, you didn't. Because it didn't happen, Bob. So we're all going to shut up about it. Yeah? Okay.
Someone who's diplomatic and can punch people. Don't send Flambe. He is not diplomatic. Punch up might work. I'd say maybe probably Prism would have been good for this, but we'll send Punch up because she's not
alright.
available. Stolen boat.
In progress at the yacht club.
Right. Seal the thieves, return it in one piece. We need someone who's mobile right now. Maybe Coop. Yeah.
Fine. So what was your read on this Mecha Man guy?
Washed up, drinking alone.
Oh, we
A
could
robot
send
guy
multiple
without
to
his
that
robot,
one.
I guess.
So, just a guy?
Hear that, Flambe? You got your ass kicked by just a guy.
All of you. Shut the fuck up.
These idiots are fighting over the name Fightman. Let's try giving them new names. Maybe that'll solve it. Suggest badass sounding names, dumbass sounding names. Suggest becoming a dynamic duo. Prism is required for the fourth option, so yeah, we wanted Prism for this, but she was out. Badass ones.
Ding ding!
Duelist and Brawler.
Flambe, you're off route.
Flambe is doing something somewhere.
Fire at a local park has gotten out of control.
Did you start that fire?
No.
The fire that's burning 2 blocks from where you're standing. You didn't start that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on break, so how could I know?
Flambe, stop fucking around. I've got enough problems without you making new ones.
Whatever, man.
Okay. Gollum is not quick, so we need someone quick and... yeah, we need mobility and vigor. Malevola might be alright at this. Actually no, she's not that great. Invisigirl could be alright. She's got some vigor. Yeah, she could do that.
I'm already going this way. Yeah.
Museum robbery. Lone wolf revealed. When sent alone, invisible reduces travel time and call completion time. Ah.
Hey, someone's robbing the museum. I don't know what you do, man. I just started today.
Right. What have we got? Security system has been taken over by the robbers. Avoid motion sensors and apprehend the thieves. Prism can probably mess with like the... I'm thinking like could Prism, if she bends light and stuff, if there's like little laser beam things for the alarm system, would she be able to like get rid of those? Because she bends light or something? Maybe? Possible? I don't think we need... Oh wow, so if you send others it just adds their stats together and creates this mega stat thing. So I guess it's beneficial to send multiple.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Maybe we send both of them?
Stolen art is stolen again. Whoop-de fucking do.
On point.
Very nice, and
Danny
this...
the Bone Zone Diaz here. Today's topic is all about SDN hiring criminals to protect us?
Educate the Bone Zone on SDN's Phoenix program, prove him wrong about the Z-Team. Both of these are about... Have they got the same stats? Are they clones? Send Punch Up. Go Punch Up, go.
Face. Hey, Bobby. Here, William Vandersnake needs a security detail. Is it cool if I go? Been wanting to pitch him some stuff I've been working on.
Yeah, pretty sure that's exactly what he's trying to avoid.
Use the hose. Yeah, probably not best using her body. Langbear, clean up your...
Too stunned to speak. I get it. I have that effect on people.
Two competing calls appeared. You can only choose one. How should we get around the sensors? Hack, weave, power through. I guess that means I do it through hacking, and that will be they try it. Let's try weaving. We've got Prism there. Go Prism, go.
Okay, I know y'all saw that. Don't be jealous. It's okay.
We've encountered these bees before.
Compile and cross-reference past cases at the crime ring. Track down members to find their hideout. Let's just send Sonar. He's somewhat clever. He'll figure it out.
Buddy, you made an excellent choice. The only right choice, I'd say.
A kid just robbed me. That little shit, I want him behind bars.
Track down the pickpocket and bring him home. Encourage him to turn his life around. So tracking. Maybe not mobility, it might be intellect, that. Encourage though will be charisma, so I think these are both as likely to fail as each other, so Golem, I guess. I guess he'll
We're
have
going
to
to
send
need you to
anyone
protect
else.
Mr. Vanderstank from the Vanderstanker fan club.
Stop CEOs adoring fans even so now. From bothering him and look good while doing it. Prism.
Busy, but okay.
You can
I
do
can't
that.
do it. I need you in the field. Sorry.
That's like a real bummer, man.
How long was the last dispatcher here?
2 days. New record.
How the fuck did that happen?
I set this car on fire. Yeah. Very flammable. Kia Soul.
Punch Up has leveled up. Upgrade. Every rank earns your hero a skill point. They're used for increasing stats. Use a plus next to a stat to spend a skill point. Once you confirm, you can't go back. You don't have to make choices right away, but don't forget to check the hero database. It would be nice having someone who's a bit more charismatic about, rather than just sending Prism everywhere. Then I think we'll maybe go combat a bit and then into a bit of mobility with him, if we get him leveled up that far. Right, so far this is very interesting. Right, I'm very much into this. I can see why it's at the top end of the demos on Next Fest. Definitely can. It's
Today, Torrance. Tomorrow, also Torrance, probably. Like, statistically speaking.
But yeah, definitely. I would say I've not seen anything like this, so they've definitely got the unique selling point nailed down here.
Okay, what's going
And again,
on
the
this summer?
presentation's really working.
Yeah, he kind of randomly turns into a monster sometimes.
Randomly.
We are working on controlling it.
His intellect swaps with combat and charisma swaps with vigor until the next call.
Alright, I'll snitch. Just cut me a deal, okay?
Okay, hideout is well guarded. Stealth and use of surroundings will be key in taking them down. Stealth. Invisigirl.
Sure thing.
Use of surroundings. I'd say either send Malevola, then we've kind of got everything covered, or we can send Coupe and be like, okay, we're definitely gonna specialise more in mobility and combat and a bit more in intelligence there. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about charisma and being able to be super well defended or anything. I think those two will be fine.
Sharp as my knife.
And point. In 2+ slot calls, if placed in the first slot, we gain +1 combat. Placed in the second, she gains 1 mobility.
Helping people is kind of nice. When you get paid for it.
They caught the kid but have no idea what to do with a 12-year-old thief. Malevola there. Malevola or sonar required on that one. Pep talk or escort him home. Yeah. Just take him home.
You know, I think I almost had it that time, though.
Not that one rubbish. I should have thought about that. Because really you shouldn't be asking which one makes more sense, you should be asking which one is better for your character's skills, I guess. So Gollum I should have thought he's got better charisma. Vanderstank got swarmed by fans, Prism screwed up. So it wanted someone who was charismatic and had vigour. Right. So I guess anything to do with bodyguarding or like holding people back and things is vigor. So anything like crowd control or running into disaster zones is going to be vigor. Keep that in mind from now on. There's a lot of thieves in this hideout. How should we approach? Get the paintings out quietly, take down the thieves, not the art, protect the art, capture the thieves. Invisigirl, take the paintings out quietly. I'm guessing that's because we've got those characters. So I guess either of those would be a good idea. Yeah, we can take the art out once we've knocked the thieves out.
Alright, take down the thieves, not the art.
I cannot make any promises. Oh, shit. Did I do that right?
That one we probably sent the best two for that, it looks like.
Grannies, I got this.
Hold up, aren't you banned?
Yeah, and I gotta get unbanned.
Okay, I guess that's...
Still on the clock, so, okay.
And it looks like we might be done.
She's asking for a tap-in. We got access to security cams of SDN subscribers all over our territory.
Wow, really? Is that legal?
Don't ask questions. Just always make sure to read the fine print.
Okay. The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, Tales from Borderlands. Oh, so these are ex-Telltale people.
You're Mega Man. You're dead, I thought.
This on the inside. My suit was destroyed.
You have a lot left to give. I would like to make you an offer.
This is SDN. How can we help you?
You want me to sit in an office and dispatch heroes?
In exchange, we can make you Mecha Man again. Washed up dad bod superhero with no superpowers. Can't wait.
Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers?
Me.
Too easy.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
What are you doing, Invisigal? Is that your car?
I don't have a car.
That's gonna be a weird insurance claim.
The way things are going, I'd cut the whole damn team.
All of you in this room have set this program ablaze with your bullshit.
You're right at home behind that desk because you're no hero. You're a nerd playing a video game in a suit your daddy built.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
What's your name, little guy?
My name's Beef and I'm naked.
Oh, no, I refuse to believe that's what he sounds like.
Right. I think that would be it. I've got to say, I was going to say that was a very quick demo. I'm a bit disappointed it was so short, but then I've looked across at the time and it's been about 40 minutes. So, honestly, that's a very good indicator as to the game's quality. I think definitely I think it's gameplay wise, it's not like there's not much going on. It's like you're just sending people there, but it's all about, you know, the kind of thought process behind each decision, isn't it? It's kind of, it's interesting. It's very simple. It's like, yeah, you just send someone out, but again, you have to consider their strengths, their weaknesses, their powers, because that's another thing. It's like, oh, you send someone to deal with these art thieves, and it's like, yeah, there's Invisigle. She's kind of alright in a fight, but her unique power seems to be particularly well suited to it. And then, you know, well, but maybe, you know, you can send a second person with her, maybe they can be a bit more combat oriented. That sort of thing. You can send someone who's charismatic, but they might not be that tough, and you might need that sometimes. Or maybe you want to send someone who is, you need someone to give a pep talk to a kid or whatever, but they also need to be, as we found, a bit faster than Gollum. But yeah, it's simple, but it definitely keeps you going on. Like you're very. You know, I was very much kind of engrossed in that then. Definitely getting into like a bit of a flow state with it. But genuinely sit there and play that for hours, I reckon. But I think what really sells it, because all that's pretty good, and you could definitely sell it as a little indie game like that. But the presentation of it with the cutscenes and things, I mean, put it this way, you can tell that they've worked on the Telltale series. And I remember the Telltale games, like The Walking Dead and stuff, because I have only played from those series, The Walking Dead. I'm not really into like little point and click things or choose your own adventure type stuff when there's only like, you know, quick time events in terms of gameplay. It leaves a bit to be, you know, desired in that, but made an exception for Walking Good because it's apparently quite good. Right, and I'm back. Just had to quickly answer the phone on that there. But yes, Walking Dead and that made an exception for that series of games because, again, as though I'm not, even though I'm not really into point and click things, I'm not really into these games where it's like a narrative adventure thing where you're just kind of making a few choices and doing a few quick time events here and there. You know, I'm very much gameplay oriented, me. I'd much rather take good gameplay over a good story. But the one thing that I remember people saying with the Telltale series, is, and you could see this as they were going through, like, they looked pretty good with the Walking Dead series, and it's, you know, it wasn't like amazing graphical fidelity. It was very stylized, you know, it almost looked like Borderlands or something. It was all meant to be like cel shaded looking, but you could definitely tell by the time they'd got toward the end of that series of games that their tech was kind of falling behind, and there were definitely bleeding talent from the studio and things. And you just kind of you kind of started thinking, because they just started really pumping out game after game after game, and you just got to end of it and you're thinking like, yeah, maybe they're focusing on making too much, going like quantity over quality here, and I think the quality definitely suffered. A few of them were hitting, but I heard that the Tales of the Borderlands was decently alright, but a lot of the others weren't fantastic. But it's nice to see a game here where they've clearly put together something that's, yeah, they've definitely upped the technology and really rolled their sleeves up, because the presentation with this is absolutely fantastic. Those cutscenes look amazing. You know, it does look like a little comic book adventure and things. Very much liking the presentation. I think that's probably what's going to elevate it from being, oh, it's a little indie game about dispatching superheroes with a little storyline of that, to, holy shit, this is actually worth buying. This is, you know, possibly, maybe not like Game of the Year material, but it might be getting like Indie Game of the Year or something. Probably get something for like storyline and narrative and stuff. But it looks very good. I'll get that. I wasn't expecting loads, because again, the screenshots and stuff, it's like, oh, it's just a city and you just like drag and drop people there, and it didn't look that interesting. But I'm very much glad I played this. I think this will probably be dark horse of the Steam Next Fest that's just kind of come out of nowhere and kicked everyone's arse. You know, that's sort of the game that you don't really expect to be all that good, but then you give it a try because everyone else is, and you go, oh, I see why this is so good. Anyway, yeah, that's been Dispatch. I would recommend it. Give it a go. I think I'll probably be adding this to the wish list and probably keeping an eye on when it releases. Available on the Steam Next Fest as a demo. Thank you very much for watching. This has been part of my coverage again of said Steam Next Fest, and there'll be more videos on other demos to come on the channel. So hit subscribe and keep in touch on the channel if you want to see any more. There should already be some on there as well if you want to look at some of the others. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in future videos. I'll see you then.